One of my favorite YouTubers out there is a guy known as Bankrupt, and seeing his vlogs of these, post-Soviet states and countries, and also, random third world countries that he seems to travel to, has been so cool to see, a traveler go off the beaten track and travel to these places that are mostly unknown and share these really interesting stories and meet really cool people along the way. It's been so awesome to see. So after watching his last vlog, it kind of got me thinking, I've seen most of his videos, but I don't really know who Bankrupt really is. So in this video, I kind of plan to give, kind of a history and a background to who Bankrupt really is. So without further ado, guys, let's just get started. Obtaining a total of 241 million views and 1.9 million subscribers, and entertaining many with his vlogs of post-Soviet countries. Oh, and also saying the word Soviet throughout nearly every vlog.
I wonder if this will be a Soviet metro station, what do you reckon? Is it Soviet? There's some Soviet stuff. It's quite Soviet, and the name is very Soviet. And the Soviet Union went, two little Soviet dudes, little Soviet pioneer girl, just Soviet house. Soviet statue. He's Soviet. The Soviet of Soviet adventurizing. An old Soviet badminton racket. Soviet stuff. Look, we got a Soviet football. Soviet gas mask. Soviet spy coat. Of the abandoned Soviet pioneer camp, the Soviet Union. The Soviet statue.
With his first video out on June 12th, 2018 titled I Heart India's Policewomen with 1.3 million views, being one of his more interesting videos talking about his love for policewomen in India and sharing his adventure as well traveling across India on a motorcycle. It's pretty interesting and entertaining still, at least to see. With over 203 videos, Bankrupt is a staple of off the beaten track travel vloggers traveling to many Slavic countries like Belarus, Russia, and even North African countries, and even Cuba and Bolivia. Like many of us, we love to see his epic vlogs and adventures, but do we really know who he is? Let's see where it all started and who is Bankrupt. There's not much known about his life, but this is what I could find. Benjamin Rich, also known as his pen name Arthur Chichester, was born on July 1st, 1974 in Brighton, England. Sometime in the early 90s, he went to India on a backpacking trip for a month journey, and he became so interested in Indian culture that he even decided to stay there for 4 years and even opened a small hotel during his stay. As many of his current subscribers know him for, Bald has an inherent interest for post-Soviet states and countries. We know that in 1993 he stayed for 2 months in Moscow, and he even stated that he has an ex-wife who is Belarusian, and he also has a daughter back in England. In a Q&A video, Bald states that he used to own a business in England, but he liked traveling more so than owning one. And the business failed and he was forced to file bankruptcy, hence the name Bankrupt.
Money no problem. Money no problem. Good, because I have no money. I'm bankrupt.
There are some people who speculate tax fraud and tax evasion or debt, which ended up with him creating different aliases and leaving the country. And people have shown different screenshots from different websites of forums related to this. But really those are just speculations and they aren't proven to be true. And honestly, I feel like it's just none of my business to even talk about. He began his channel mainly showing India and creating travel vlogs there with another YouTuber known as Harold Balder from Norway. What's interesting to me about Bald is that he's not flashy like most YouTubers. His descriptions are simple and short with no advertising. He doesn't push the selling of his products like his t-shirt brand and also book. He also doesn't tell people to like or subscribe.
So please like and subscribe. Thank you very much.
Oh, I hate it when they say that.
He doesn't have a cliche cookie cutter YouTube vlog style in any of his videos, such as, background music and shortcuts and, drone footage and crazy edits. And he even films on a Sony FDR X3000 and his phone. The X3000 was Sony's competition to the GoPro and for the most part went completely under the rug. The camera is very good and very small, and actually I use it myself whenever I travel to Poland. He even wrote a book that has good reviews, unlike most YouTubers when they try to do anything outside of YouTube. In a world of YouTubers all trying to get the best edits with the highest quality and crazy screaming meant for people with no attention span, Bald is really just a fresh of breath air to me. His book is titled The Burning Edge, Traveling Through Irradiated Belarus, under the pen name Arthur Chichester, and this book also pairs well with his vlogs from Belarus. Bald is known for going to countries and showing off what they're actually like, far away from the touristic capitals. Some of his channel inside jokes are Bai Bahi Ki, which is translated to victory for Lord Shiva, who is one of the principal deities in Hinduism. This was even his older channel logo. And when he was traveling in India, he showed great interest in this phrase. Another one is Mr. 100 Rupees. In a vlog, a beggar follows him around begging for money the entire video, and there were quite a few YouTube accounts that were created in the comment section that were basically just asking for 100 rupees, kind of just as a play on joke to the whole video and this guy himself. Another one is the cookie guy, or a very creepy guy on a bus to Delhi to Rajasthan. Another one is Soviet, which is actually the current channel joke, because in most of his videos he mentions the word Soviet to anything. He can talk about a Soviet bicycle to a Soviet statue to a Soviet building. He really likes to use this word, and there's tons of hilarious comments that are kind of mocking him about this, but in a really funny way. Some other interesting fun facts is when he made a vlog from Belarus, he pointed out to a certain staircase on how sketchy it was and how horribly designed it was, in that, you know, it's not even fixed at all. And actually a Belarusian commented saying that the stairs got repaired ever since he made that video because it was just in the media. PewDiePie even stated in 2019 that Bald and Bankrupt was PewDiePie's favorite YouTube channel.
Speaking of George, who's your favorite YouTuber? Or like, who do you watch normally?
Right now I'm watching this guy Bald and Bankrupt. Have you seen him?
Bald and Bankrupt.
He's a British dude that speaks Russian. So he goes to these weird Soviet previous Union places, and he just fucks with all the locals. It's really interesting because he's so extroverted.
He's also done many philanthropic things for people in need, such as GoFundMes for refugees in Pakistan and India, and even generous donations for people in Belarus, some of which he travels to quite often. The only big controversy that he ever found himself in was when he made a video filmed in Chechnya where he mentioned the word chick to describe a girl he was on a train with.
At some point in the night at some stop, a Chechen chick turns up and shares my compartment with me, and I can put on some romantic lighting. Oh, salam alaikum, sister. Would you like a glass of Baltica?
Салам алейкум, все люди здесь в Республике Чечня. Меня зовут Бенджамин, я из Англии. Я влогер, у меня есть канал на YouTube. Случайно что-то плохо бывало. Пару дней назад я сделал мой фильм на YouTube, оставил там. И я говорил что-то, которое не были красивые, честно говоря, про женщину в Чечне. Честно говоря, я не хотел оскорбить Чечня или люди здесь, но это было случайно. Но я понимаю сам сейчас, что это здесь не привык. Это некрасивый был. И я прошу прощения, люди в Чечне, и что вы понимаете, что я не намерял это делать, это было совсем случайно. Прости меня, я уважаю здесь люди, я был в Чечне уже 2-3 дня, все были очень красивые здесь, так, люди так хорошо были со мной, красивая страна. И я хочу показать, что люди в мире, вокруг мира, что как красивая Чечня.
This was seen as just a joke and wasn't offensive to his English viewers, but Chechens found his vlog and were reportedly very angry, and even as far as making other videos about him. And Bald even made an apology video to Chechen people, basically just saying that he was sorry and that he took the joke too far. I'm guessing that he really didn't want trouble from Chechens ever in the future, so he kind of did this to save himself. All in all, Bald is a great YouTuber who keeps things simple and provides great content and shares great adventures on his YouTube channel. I highly recommend his channel and his book, and I will list it in the description below. Did you learn something new from Bald? Or maybe you'd like to share, a great story from a YouTube vlog that he's created, or maybe you have a story from Bald that you'd like to share down below. And also let me know what you would like to see in the next video. So anyways guys, thanks so much for watching, and until next time, peace.